I have had the privilege of working with 5 different people on campus to get their course, Quality Matters, certified or reviewed by Quality Matters, and they have some, I managed to capture some of them on video with some of their reactions. I'm not going to show you the whole video for each instructor. I just want to highlight a couple of pieces and parts. This is Lauren Hensley. She teaches ESE PSY 1159. This is a course for students who are learning to learn online. And I'm going to just let you hear, was the design and review process worth the effort? That's what everybody wants to know.
I would definitely say that the work that went into the review was worth it. I'll also mention it did take months of effort, and so something that I needed to really look at my calendar for the year and plan when would there be time to go about this project. But ultimately, I think it was worth it for a number of reasons. One, I just genuinely feel that the course is better. At this point, I feel that the learning objectives that I'm stating really reflect the assignments and the assessments that are in the course. I also feel more confident that students who are taking this course are led on a clear path so that the technology isn't a hindrance, but rather something that supports what they're learning. And so ultimately, I think all the work is for the students. And that's really, if there's a way and a pathway to get to that with other scholars, other faculty, other people who also are aware of the content matter of the course and clear design and technology, those are just, it's almost like being part of a team where you all have that student's best interest at heart. And once the time goes into it, you know that it's a quality product. And ultimately, you're helping students learn more effectively. And it's something that I think that can reflect well on the college or the center or the university. All those things come together to make it worth it.
So she's emphasizing the collaborative atmosphere that a peer review has for a course. If you are wondering, oh, should I put my course through a Quality Matters review? Because it is a very intimidating process. I don't think even one of these people has not said to me, I feel totally confident going in here and I know that my course is going to meet standards. Yay for me. Every one of them has said something like, what if they don't like my course? It is very intimidating. It is a very collaborative process. As a reviewer, I can tell you, we get together and we do things, we say things, we make a point to phrase things so that we're supportive of the course designer, so that we give helpful suggestions, so that we work that person toward meeting standards on that review. Absolutely, absolutely. If you don't hear anything else, listen to this one statement. Quality Matters intends for this process to be any course that goes in for a review should come out meeting standards. There is no reason, if the instructor is willing to work to make the changes in the course, right, Barb? It will meet standards, absolutely. Yes, I understand it's intimidating. Don't worry, you will meet standards if you want to.
Just to kind of throw a little bit in there too, at my previous institution, we put a lot of courses up for review. And it was intimidating for myself as the instructional designer as well, putting a course up for review because, I felt like it was ready and I felt that it met standards, but it was also intimidating for myself to make sure that, it did meet standards, and just kind of also, reassuring the faculty member, okay, it's a peer review. I may think that it meets standards, but also, some people may see other things that I didn't. So it's intimidating for the instructional designers as well that put these courses together.
You'll get feedback from the reviewers on the course that helps you improve the course, even if it meets standards the first time around. Do you all recognize this lady? This is Barb Pappas, and she is going to speak with us here for just a moment. This was created some time ago, right, Barb?
2010.
Yeah.
Well, because I work in a vacuum for the most part, I am not a course design person, especially with regards to online. I decided to do the QM because I wanted an outside source to tell me that I was doing what should be done in this kind of black hole called distance learning.
That was the black hole piece I was trying to quote earlier. And let's just go a little bit further here. That's standard one. So what changes did she make? So did you hear what she said there?
I want it again.
The learning objectives are a huge piece in a Quality Matters review, and she made changes to her face-to-face course because of the experience she had having her online course reviewed. I have heard this over and over and over, at least 5 times, from the people who went through a Quality Matters review. You know, this is going to change the way I do my face-to-face course. And I think Tim brought that up earlier as well. And then one last little piece of a video here. This is Carolyn Schubert. She is a nursing instructor.
Well, one of the biggest things I learned from this review was that I needed to give students much more of a user-friendly website. First of all, they needed to be able to log on to the website and be able to immediately see where they needed to go to get directions on week-by-week content, directions on assignments. Things needed to be much more obvious and much more, again, user-friendly, so that they didn't need to wonder or dig around or assume anything. That everything was very clear and very concrete and very laid out for them. The other thing that was a major point for me was that I went ahead and, after the feedback that I got, created instructions on a Panopto file, so that the students could log on to that Panopto file and actually hear me talking about the objectives that we were going to meet for the week, how we were going to meet those objectives, the content that was connecting in that week's content to other content, and how we were building upon the concepts week by week. So they heard me kind of give them a little mini lecture on, here's what you're going to do this week, here's why, and here's how.
I was one of the reviewers on this instructor's course, and what she did with her instructions for each module changed the way I'm going to do my instructions in my online course for each module. She talked about creating that Panopto video. Basically, it's a screencast where she goes on and says, here's this week's module. We're going to talk about this and this and this week. How it relates to what we did last week is in this way, and what you're building on this week is going to help you succeed in module 7, 8, and 9. And it was really profoundly helpful in helping the students set the stage for what they're going to do in that module. One of the things that the reviewer said, and actually it wasn't me, it was the 2 other reviewers, said, I don't understand what to do when I get into this course in each module. So she made these pieces, and she was really discouraged about this. She thought she had done it right. But when she did that, I was like, wow, this is a huge change, and it's really impactful for the student experience. Questions, concerns, issues? That was the